Okay, this is the second engineering walkthrough, and we're trying to button up all the sheathing, and I just wanted to record some of the stuff that was underneath of it before that happened. So these are the east balloon framed walls. We're gonna have blocking down here, and we're gonna air seal it so that we don't have moisture going up and down this cavity, but that'll also give us another nailer to connect to. And then we're going to sheathe this, and then we're going to wrap the entire thing with dense glass and adhero. So this ledger has a 4-inch GRK in every stud. I kind of looked at it and I thought about whether it meant 2 GRKs or 1 GRK, and I was afraid I was going to start splitting all the studs. So it's 1 GRK right now. These are the north parapet wall studs, and they're sistered onto the truss and then nailed out with the plywood. This plywood isn't fully nailed out yet because we're still working on it down there, but it's coming. And we added this extra here just so that our layout would continue normal for putting the siding on. I didn't want to have to try and use the force. And like I said, we're going to put 3 top plates on here, so we'll have 1 more top plate here and more blocking down here, plywood, and then dense glass over the top. And then see if I can get down here in one piece. Okay, we ended up electing for plywood on all the exterior walls, and we're also going to put the dense glass on top of it. I have the screw pattern for the dense glass as 4 on the edge and 8 in the field. I tried to get that all over. I kind of got 8 in the field and 4 on the edge, sort of. Maybe that's 9, 10 in places. It's close. So around here, we started the sheathing on this wall. We had some, but we're stitching it in over top of the straps. The straps are here. Strap here. I have those in the photos. So these are some of the straps in the photos. More straps. More straps. Guys putting on straps. So we cut out the back of the plywood a 1/4 inch to clear the fasteners, all the screws. So here, and then there's one here. There's like a little bump. Still a little bump. I think we can probably knock that out with the hammer. Our nailing on this wall was shear nailing, I believe, on this side here. And that's 3 on the edge and 6 in the field. So we're not quite done. We're gonna stitch that in there, and this edge isn't nailed yet, but we're gonna nail this. Carlos, clavos 3 pulgadas todo. Sí, and no in the metal. Cuidado de metal. And that's all the way up. And then we're actually keeping that same specification for the whole wall. So the 3/6 The 3/6, we've got it all the way up, and we're gonna do it all the way down this wall. I do recognize that having such big holes in it is, I've been noticing its, you know, lack of rigidity without having all this plywood nailed out really well. So we're gonna get all that. And then there's more straps here. Same thing here and down there. So we're gonna move the scaffold along and get this plywood on, and then we're gonna tape it and cover it with dense glass on the 4/8 pattern of screws into the same studs. And that's the plan for that. So it'll be 5/8 dense glass on top of this with a 4/8 screw pattern. And then in here, I guess I'll start on this wall here. So we've got a single 12-inch LVL, one trimmer, 3 jacks, or 3 kings, one trimmer, 3 kings. Switching to the column detail here. So these ended up being 2x8s. They were 2x6s on the drawing, so I figured it was okay. The strap comes up from downstairs, equal on this side. Strap up to the beam here, pack out 1/4 inch, and the same thing on this side. Also, now that I'm looking here are my hangers, the HU214, and we're still doing the side screws in these things. We have to pre-drill the steel there, so it's going a little slow, but I'll definitely get a picture of that when it's all done. So this is the kitchen window. We didn't have a specification for the header for this, sorry. So we used the one for the lift slide. So the lift slide is, I think it's 12 foot wide, and this is like a 8.5 or 9. So we use the same specification on both. Hope that's okay. This truss here, I put it on the end so it had support from the ledger, but it had a crack, like a wood flaw in this diagonal right about that position. So we construction adhesive and laminated 3/4 inch plywood on both sides. It wasn't a huge crack, and it probably would have been fine, but you can see it there. It's like a little check in the wood, but I just didn't want to take a chance. So we laminated with plywood and glue, and we insulated it too. So hopefully that's okay. And I think you can see our GRKs here. There's the GRK, GRK. Same thing. Oh God, this is terrible. I'm so sorry. This is really far zoom. GRKs. And then the south wall here, these are all triple headers. This one, we used the lumber as a stiff back to lift the walls, and so we haven't installed it yet, but I do have it on site, and all I need to do is go and cut it and throw it in there, which is right here, and I'll definitely get that in there and get a photo of it. And so that'll be the third one for here. And like the drawing, we've got 2 trimmers, 2 kings. On this guy, triple 12-inch, 11 and 7/8. And then 2 trimmers, 2 kings here. Same header type, of course, everywhere. This is the single or 2-span rather, and it's equal. It's 2 trimmers, 2 kings, and just for assembly, we ended up adding these 6 3/4 flat lock screws just for assembly. These red ones here, and they're up into the bottom of the trusses there, but we can also put the supplied hurricane ties from the manufacturer, and it's also nailed in through the plywood face, so it's contained in a tight little box, which is very nice. So I got a good spot here. So I got more GRKs. These are 4-inch. And there's one in every stud all the way down on that ledger. And then headed to the east wall here, we've got a single 11 and 7/8, single jack or single trimmer, 2 kings. And then headed to the south side here, we've got doubles. So this is 2 11 and 7/8, and then on this door here, it's 2 trimmers, 2 kings. And then we switched to the man door. I kept the double 12-inch just because it was easier for me to make all the parts the same. I think we had a double 2x10 on the drawing or something for this, so hope that's good. And single trimmer over here, same thing. We had the same door here, so single trimmer. Oh, we also blocked out all the plywood on the whole building all the way around. So we did all the plywood seams. So I know that was the detail for our shear panel here, but I just carried it forward. Look, I'm missing a block. Carlos, uno más bloca. Uno más. Ah, chico. Gracias. ¿Sí? Uno más. Carlos. Thanks. The columns here, 2x6 on this one, straps, hangers, same hangers on both sides, all the way down. The center column here is 2x8. Straps up from the bottom, straps down from the top, strap down from the top with a pack out on that one too. Over here, there's a little pack out up there. I have a CS18 strap detail for these headers. I believe it's all headers. So from the trimmer up to the header. We didn't get that on behind the plywood. I suppose we could put it on outside the plywood and cut out the gypsum to clearance it. Maybe you let me know how you want to handle that. Yeah. It's on my radar. I just didn't get it sequenced in. It didn't seem like the right time when I was lifting the walls. So yeah, I'll take your advice on that. And then I got one more stop downstairs here. So basically I'm just trying to see if I can get my sheathing on and dense glass so we can get the roofing on and the windows. That's the plan anyway. Sorry, I'm walking. So just want to cover over all that stuff and then put the sheathing on. You can see some of the sheathing here. So I got these L90s here that we talked about. So those are installed. And then, oh God, the sun. There's two more here. Okay, two more down there, and then there's two more right there. And then down here, I owed you bolts. So these are 1/2 inch by 6, 4 1/2 inch by 6, and then 5/8 by 8 down here. I think they may be 8 3/4 or 8 1/2 or something. They're like some funny size, but these are 5/8. And I think I had this size on the last video. Again, 4 of those guys here, equal. And then I got 6 1/2 inch by 6 inch lag screws up here. So those were those I owed you. So anyway, sorry that took 17 minutes. Hope that saves you a ride over. You're welcome to come if you like. Thanks. Oh, wait, I owe you one more thing. We got the screws in this hanger here. So that's all screwed out. Okay. Happy bike riding.